and welcome to Talk About It Tuesday. Listen, we've started this series of Talk About It Tuesday, a short, brief, informational what's going on around here. It's a session with all that. We're in our episode and we have been talking about and we've been applying what we call our 90-day service challenge. And y'all, I'm so glad that y'all are here with me on today as we're in our final stretch of the 90-day service challenge. And y'all listen, as you can see on the screen, we've been doing a number of things, challenging a number of people. And so I want to ask you all, because I've been on this service challenge, it's like it just came out to be. It's a natural thing, but it was also a challenge because when you start working at things, then something else will pop up. Something else will come in or get in the way. And so one of the things Lady Jen always talk about, you remember one of them challenges is no complaining. Right. And so if you know me, you know I'm always particular about certain things. And so it's been a real challenge for the Reverend Turner about the no complaints because it was said no complaints in any way. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but you found it like, oh, I'm complaining, aren't I? And so that's one of the challenges that I haven't mastered 100%. And this is not a, we got to master or we're going to go to hell if we don't get it. It's a challenge for us to be better and do better and make it come alive for us. And then hopefully that it becomes a natural thing. So what y'all help me talk about it. What you got to say about those things?
This no complaining thing, I can speak for self. I have really focused on not. Now that don't mean it didn't come up.
That's right.
The opportunity or what I felt like I could say something about this, I didn't.
Yeah.
And more times than not, if I just keep my cool, don't say anything, it worked out.
Yeah.
It worked. It didn't go the way I would have done it.
All right.
But who said my way is the only way? So that, and I was able to participate in a couple of conferences during these 90 days, and it was really helpful, beneficial. One of them was the Clergy Crisis program with the MPD to teach us how to handle crisis situations. And I learned some techniques, I learned some things that I know will be helpful, on down the road. So that's what it's been like for me so far.
And we appreciate you for lifting those things, especially you saying you went to an actual crisis intervention or crisis workshop. I mean, that's a challenge within itself, so you can deal with one of these things as it talks about the complaining, but also how to work in the community and getting involved and all of that, visiting and serving, picking up things in the community. So anybody else?
Yeah, I want to go, Pastor.
Yeah.
My challenge was the prayer ministry. I didn't per se get into a ministry with the group, but I would call my cousin that lives in Hamilton, Mississippi every day at 12 o'clock, and we would pray. And some days she wouldn't call. I said, girl, do I have to call you all the time just for us to pray? And she said, yeah, girl, call me. So that's what I got into, Pastor, just praying at 12 o'clock every day with my cousin. And it was wonderful for the both of us. She said, I'm so glad when you pray for me. I said, oh, girl, I'm struggling, but I'm trying. But that was my challenge, Pastor.
Now, that's really good. I think that's part of what it is. I mean, we were talking about committing to 2 hours a week or serving in some type of way a week. And so if you've done it and you call every day at 12 noon, you got more than enough hours in of serving, and sometimes it's just a phone call, sometimes just a visit, sometimes just a smile or an encouragement. And let me let the cat out the bag. This young lady to my left right here, every day, y'all, she come right at the right moment and she send me a note of encouragement, telling me, she be making me feel like somebody, y'all, telling me I'm the best pastor in the world. And I be like, oh, I'm glad I ain't in person, because I be crying and tears will be falling out. But I need that boost. Sometimes you get a little discouraged, and just helping and writing and just encouraging, that's a challenge within itself, because sometimes we only just think about us and our stuff, when we could really be helping to encourage, and we'll feel better and get better with our situation when we encourage somebody else. Anybody else?
Yes.
So for me, getting involved in the prayer ministry was waking up for I lay it and leave it on the altar. So I get off at 4 a.m. So that was a struggle for me. So I put my no complaints in there as well. So I did make it a thing to set my alarm at 5:55 every Wednesday morning to get up for lay it and leave it on the altar, and it was always very good. It helped me to sleep peacefully through the day.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing for me.
Wonderful, wonderful. Y'all hear that? That's all right there. Praying in the morning. She said, I said it at 5:55. I don't know if she said she was getting up or she was probably just getting ready to lay down maybe at that time. But that's great. That was one of the challenges, y'all. Get involved in a prayer ministry. Anybody else? Who else? Anybody else? Listen, y'all, this is a brief thing. We're going to be talking about a number of things, and we were just really talking about this service day, 90-day service challenge of what we've been doing. And so this is just one of our episodes. And I know my brother or my sister over here want to say something, and so we're going to let them say whatever they want to say.
All right. Thank you, sister. I was just listening to her talk about the prayer, and it seems like that prayer has been the one thing that everyone has taken and grasped a hold of. And I know yesterday morning I got up and I prayed at 6 o'clock, and I prayed every hour on the hour until 6 p.m. You know, you think about things like that. Oh, it's hard, and it's hard. But after it was all over with, it wasn't that hard, you know. And now, especially for an individual that's not working now. Yeah. But the main thing I want to talk about, one of the things that we as a people used to do all the time is talk. Yeah. Talk to your neighbor. Mm-hmm. And I found out that last week, that I was talking to my neighbor, and my neighbor was an individual that was a frequent participant at Berean before I joined church. But I didn't know this about my neighbor, and we have been there for 3 or 4 years. We say hi, enjoy service, and so forth. And I think we should go back to just talking to people, just being engaged with people, finding out their problems, how they're doing. And when we do that, we'll see that a lot of people are just like you, trying to climb up that ladder. And trying to get by, you know. And so we enjoyed that. And that was a revelation to me also. Yeah. That was a revelation to me. And she started naming individuals that once was member here at Berean. So we just, we think we need to get more engaged with one another and not look sideways at one another. And when you come up on someone that you don't know, you walk real fast to try to get out of their sight.
So listen, y'all, I thank you, Brother Harrison, for sharing that. He was looking for his notes, y'all. And I thought this one was just one that was sitting around. It has our 90-day service challenge on here. And so as he was speaking, it has just dawned on me that I stole his notes. Because it says, cut the neighbor's grass. It says he's been cleaning up at the church, visit seniors that are homebound. And then one of the most things that I thank God for Brother Harrison, every morning about between 5 and 5:30 a.m., Brother Harrison opens up our church for prayer on every Wednesday. He's here by himself opening up the church doors, and then the people come in to pray. The intercessors, they come in and they pray in person. We're praying on Zoom. And so I live in Whitehaven now, and so I'm able to come and join in and pray with them. So thank you, Brother Brother Harrison Reed for getting involved and making the space available for our prayer ministry.
Amen.
They are praying in person, and it's not a long time. They start
Amen.
around 6:15, 6:30, and it's 7:30 or before they are walking out the
Amen.
door. And everybody has prayed and
Amen.
laid their burdens down. So thank
Praise
you, man.
God.
And
Thank you, Pastor.
Yeah,
Amen.
thank y'all. What Lady Jenny, I guess you're gonna go last. What you got to say?
So just briefly, I appreciated the versatility of the 90-day service challenge. We were able to have 9 different options of things that we could do. So it wasn't just geared towards one thing. You were able to clean up, or you were able to serve, or you were able to pray. You were just
Yes.
able to do things that, yes, we're supposed to do,
That's
but
right.
we don't always do them.
That's right.
So I just really appreciated that. Now, I can't say that I mastered no complaints because I'm a complainer. And, but I did judge Pastor all the time. Every time he did, I said, you're not being a good leader because you're not doing the 90-day service challenge. I did tell him that. But no, I think it just helps strengthen us
Yes.
and strengthen our faith
Yeah.
and our walk.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Thank you, ma'am. And you've been doing a phenomenal job of serving here at our church as
Amen.
well. And so we
Amen.
thank you. I mean, she's been cooking for us and on Thursdays and on Sundays. And y'all, we don't even pay her. And so we kind of buy the food and say, go and cook it, you know. And so we're thankful for you and for all of y'all. Y'all are some service people. So thank you all for what you do and what you're doing behind and in the scenes of different things. And so we're going to talk more about some people. Listen, I want to talk about these 9 things and just list them so that you'll know what we've been sharing. And so here they are, and this on the screen. No complaints in any way. Y'all heard them talk about that. Commit 2 hours a week of serving. Write letters of encouragement. Visit and serve. Work at a local mission. Clean church or landscaping.
Amen.
Pick up trash in the community or pick up trash at the church. Get involved in a prayer ministry and work in the church school or in our CYYA, which is our children, youth, and young adult ministry. Those have been some of our, now we know that there are many other things that we could be doing as well.
Amen.
And we'll tap into those, but for this time, we've shared those 9 things. This has been another episode of our Talk About It Tuesday. Enjoy and share, and we'll see you again. Peace.
Amen.